Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Joining me, as always, are my co-hosts from the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast, Rebellious D and Double OT, Terrific Trav. How you fellas doing today?
As always.
Ready to rock.
Hey, D, you know it's serious because Trav, he got the hair down, he got the Star Wars shirt.
Trav hit me with alley-oop.
That's because your boy got the fresh cut with the fresh beard trim, the shape up.
I see you.
I'm ready.
I see you, Trav.
Same here.
But we are doing a review for Obi-Wan Kenobi. The season finale just came, and we want to talk about the whole entire series. So before we get into this review, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And D, like you say every time,
as always, other episodes of the podcast and videos found in the description. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching and listening. Also, when you see that Sith ship pull up and then that like button gets out and he's got that saber, you tell him what's up and you click it. You tell that like button that you got the high ground, matter of fact.
That's right.
And
hey, we know who had the high ground in that season finale, though.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Hey, your boy, he took it back. But yo, I enjoyed Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was a really, really good series, especially after what we had to sit through with Boba Fett. This was a good show. Every episode was fire. My favorite episode was episode 5 when we started seeing the flashbacks and everything. And
they love flashbacks, don't they?
I love the flashbacks. But to see Anakin and Obi-Wan training again, I was just like, when I first started watching this show, I was just so hyped because I felt like a kid again because I enjoyed the prequel movies, and I never would have thought that we would see Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan again. I never thought we would see it, and like I said, every episode was fire. Trav, I'll start with you because you got the hair now, you got the Star Wars shirt on. Like, what did you like about the show? Were you as hyped as I was, or were you all the way hyped?
I'm all the way hyped, bro. This show's great.
Yeah.
You know what, man? If I was a kid, I would say this is the best Star Wars show that I've ever seen.
I can agree with you on that.
However, now that I'm an adult, I'm not into the Jedis as much as I was when I was a kid, bro. I like getting more of the world and the rebels and what's going on. So I still can't say that it's better than The Mandalorian, but damn it, this show's good, bro. This show is so good.
I would put it side by side with The Mandalorian, though. Like, they're both really good shows. Like, when it comes to Star Wars stuff, they're really good shows. And honestly, I really would love for this to happen. I would love for them to come out with a Star Wars show where I saw this on Twitter where somebody said that you could have Billy D. Williams, telling stories when he was younger, sitting at card tables and whatnot, just telling all these old stories. And then when it goes to the flashback, it shows Donald Glover as, Lando when he was that age.
I mean, they could easily do that.
Why do we need that to be a show?
I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Just
I don't think it's
stories.
Out of some of the stuff that Banks says to us on the podcast, this is one of his better ideas.
Bro, it wasn't
my idea. It was something
we're talking about millions and millions of dollars. And that's the show you come up with for millions and millions of dollars.
I mean, people love Donald Glover as Lando, and I remember
they ain't show up and go see his movie.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. No, but a lot of people didn't go see Solo, and it was a really good movie. It's just
I thought that
it was because of what The Last Jedi. A lot of people didn't check it out.
Bad taste in the mouth.
And then plus too, I remember when it was first announced, people were just like, "Well, why are they doing a Solo movie?" Like, it's like nobody wants to see a Solo movie.
I wish that they would do more, not necessarily a one-off, but like Rogue One. I really enjoyed Rogue One. It was a suicide mission.
It's the best Star Wars movie.
I mean, it was sweet. They put it together. It reminded me a lot of Seven Samurai.
Yeah.
Or Samurai 7, whichever one you've seen. But it was like a suicide mission. You know what I'm saying? It's us against them.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just something about it. It was really good for a one-off kind of Star Wars.
It was good enough to get the prequel show Andor that we're getting in August. So
there we go. See, and it's just, I just don't I don't know why they don't do more. Trav, you know just as well as I do. They have tons and tons of comics,
tons of stuff,
novels. You know what I'm saying? It's just, why are they? I don't know why they're so refined to this story.
Yeah.
You know, but especially like now. You know what I'm saying? This came out in like the 70s.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to go on a rant, but
I think
how I feel about Star Wars.
Honestly, I think it's because they tried something new and it failed.
Which is
so they were like, well, let's go back to our bread and butter, and that's around the original trilogy time frame where everything
I
was
get
starting
it.
to take place.
Mando wasn't a failure. Mando's sweet.
But Mando came out.
I'm talking about movies.
Yeah.
Oh well, Mando came. Well, I think that we can kind of put their TV shows in with their movies because they're not centered around the big screen anymore.
Right.
You know, and they're part of Disney, and Disney's, you know, heavy in the shows, really.
Yeah.
So I don't know why even if they just keep pushing out. What was the show we did the review for?
Boba Fett.
It was episodic. What was that called? Star Wars Visions?
Vision season 2 is coming out next year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, they should be heavy on Visions, if you ask me, because it was so sweet.
Yeah.
And it was kind of one-off stories. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but keep going, Banks. I'm just
Trav was talking, but I mean, if he's done, indeed, like you can talk about
things that Obi-Wan. I did. I mean, Obi-Wan was good. It was great to see Ewan McGregor again, and Don the Obi-Wan, and it was cool to see where Obi-Wan's been in all this time, since losing his understudy, and every Order 66 happened. It was kind of cool to see them actually tell that in a show format.
Yeah, like what happened afterwards.
Yeah, now if they could go further even into the Order 66 comic books and show some of the other Jedi and what they did, how they hid and stuff, I think that would be sweet too. You could actually just do a show or a limited series or something dedicated to Order 66, like the Aftermath.
Were they talking about doing a show based on the character from that Star Wars game? I don't know why I'm drawing.
Star Killer.
No. The new one that just came out. 2 years.
Oh yeah. I haven't played that.
The dude from
Jedi
Shameless.
Order. Eyebrows.
Yeah, Jedi. Yeah. Fallen Order. Jedi.
Okay. But
I never played that, but I heard it was a good game.
Oh yeah. I got it on my PlayStation. It is really good.
Heard that. I'll check that out, definitely. I mean, I played every one except for that one. Trav, I gotta ask you, how would you feel if they chose to do a Star Wars limited series based around the Jedi that hid and survived Order 66? Would you be in for that?
Oh yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do with the Jedi Fallen Order show. I mean, it's going to be centered around that character, but I'm sure there will be other Jedi that are like
pop in and out.
That's
cameos.
His whole premise is he's hiding and working, and
Yeah, so it's just. But back to this show, I really liked it, and I can't wait to see what they do next. It was good to see Vader again, in any format.
James Earl Jones was back. Hell yeah!
It was just. I mean, Vader's Vader, you know what I'm saying? Top 5 villain.
Yeah, then we get to see we see Qui-Gon and Palpatine. I was just like, when I saw Qui-Gon, I was just like, I said, okay, like that's a dope cameo right there. I know your boy, what's his name? Liam Neeson. I know he still doesn't have a lot of fans because of some comments that he made. But I mean, looking at it as a fan, I thought it was cool, but it's just I don't know, it's weird. But
he was sweet as Qui-Gon Jinn. You almost forget that it's him until you watch the movies again. It's like, oh yeah, forgot he was in this.
But yeah, I mean, it was sweet. I think, and I want to ask you guys this, because when I was a kid and teenager, I thought that Hayden Christensen did a pretty good job as Anakin. I never understood why he got the hate that he did when we were younger. Trav D, if y'all want to elaborate on that.
I know exactly why he got
the
hate that he did. Because for the older generation above us, he wasn't the Darth Vader that they envisioned him to be, but he was what George Lucas envisioned him to be. And sometimes George Lucas has ideas that don't align with the Star Wars fan base, and it just is what it is, you know.
I think that's kind of. I think it's weird because you've never had an adaptation of Anakin in that format in that time in his life.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm like, why did he get
an asshole? Like,
yeah, but I thought that it was amazing the way they transitioned and he killed. You know, he's more to the dark. You see the transition from good to bad. Yeah. So I never knew that. You know, I don't pay attention to what.
Dude, right, that's why Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars movie because, like, I mean,
great movie.
Because we know what he's going to become. We know he's going to become Darth Vader, but it's just like as the movie progresses and then, you know, he's starting to, you know, go more and more towards the dark side. And then the fight at the end of the movie between him and Obi-Wan, like I ended up buying that video game just because of like how hyped I was for the movie.
That fight was amazing too.
Yeah, that fight was so amazing.
That fight was so
well
good.
every Jedi battle in the prequel trilogy
was sweet.
They still haven't topped any of those Jedi battles.
Even when Obi-Wan goes down in the original trio, you know what I'm saying, in the trilogy where he's fighting Vader and it's just like he just kind of like, this is my time. That was sweet, and they weren't even doing much.
Bro, I feel bad for kids now because when they watch A New Hope and they see that lame ass lightsaber battle between Vader and Obi-Wan, like, bro, they had an incredible lightsaber battle in this season finale, and it's gonna be hard for a kid to watch A New Hope and see that battle and be like, "That was sweet," because that shit is doo-doo cakes compared to some of the other battles we've gotten.
I think it's cool because it's Obi-Wan at the end of his days. He's like super old, you know, and it was just kind of, it was something.
But he's not even that old.
Well, and that he was compared to
and
what
that
he
was because George Lucas didn't know. But in reality, he's really not that old. He looks 30 years older than he really should look.
Yeah, he looked like he was like 60 something.
Because remember, A New Hope is like 10 years after this where we are.
Lucas, that's his slip up. I gotta take over.
That's a slip up for sure. Hey, that's a slip up for sure.
2 clicks away from having
you got to think about
it. Tatooine will do it to you.
And look, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say about that. Look at the X-Men movies. You know what I'm saying? Because
Days of Future Past.
Yeah. Well, no, not Days of Future Past, but remember in X-Men 3, the original, The Last Stand, they showed the flashback, and Professor X and Magneto, they were already old men when they went to go visit Jean. But then in X-Men, which one is it? I think it wasn't Days of Future Past. It was Apocalypse. Remember, it's like he still had hair in that movie, but it's set in the 80s. But when they you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where it's just like
Apocalypse is in the
retconned.
90s. Apocalypse is in the 90s.
No, I know it was in the 90s, but when he meets Jean, he meets her in the 80s.
Oh,
no. Apocalypse isn't in the 90s. Apocalypse is in the 80s. Whatchamacall is in the 90s.
Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix is in the 90s. But yeah, I mean, like, yo, I enjoyed the show. I thought it was BS what your girl had to go through. Moses Ingram. I just do not understand that hatred towards people of color and the Star Wars fandom, man.
Bro.
It's wild.
It is wild. Look, there are people, like, there's white people that will like talk about whatever they're saying, she's ghetto, she acting ghetto, whatever, but then be like, it has nothing to do with their color. But bro, the only backlash we get towards Star Wars characters outside of Hayden Christensen is all people of color. So something's got to give there, bro. It's not a coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, but no, let's take that back. It's only certain people of color, because Donald Glover didn't get any hate. Of course, Samuel L. Jackson didn't get any hate, but John Boyega got hate. I can't remember the chick's name who the Asian chick. I can't remember her name.
Oh yeah, well, her name's Rose. I don't know her name in real life.
I can't remember her real name, but she got a bunch of hate, and it's just like, come on, man. I just don't understand why some of these fans are, and they say, well, I'm not racist. I just think that it's, you know, just how it is. It's just like, what? How does she sound ghetto? Like,
one thing I do wish that Star Wars did, because we are talking about a whole entire, like, galaxies and galaxies. I think they rely too heavy on human beings. Like, why can't we get any main characters that aren't humans?
Well, that's the reason. That's the whole
aliens.
reason that I brought up the Order 66 idea, because they were all types of people. You know, they were
There's
whatever
so many
was
other
left.
cool Jedi that
Yeah,
aren't humans.
for sure.
Like, dude, let's get some of these people.
Yeah, I don't.
And her name is Kelly Marie Tran. That's her name.
You know, Trav, it was kind of like the Star Wars cartoon. What was it called? The one that ran for a super long time.
Clone Wars.
Yeah, like you got spotlight on a lot of other Jedi in that.
You got Rebels too.
Oh yeah, Rebels is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Both good shows. So it's just hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll go that way eventually. You know what I'm saying? You can't ride the Vader train forever.
Ahsoka coming out, so
Ahsoka's sick.
You know?
Yeah, I can't wait to see that too. But no, I thought it was cool how Reva, is it Reva or Reva? Reva.
It's cool. Rebel.
Okay.
He does that all the time, and it messes me up.
But
let's go with Rebel.
But I love how like she had went to Tatooine and she was going there to kill Luke, and she was like, I can't do it. You know, I understand why she wanted to do it, to get revenge because of Vader, you know, killing her friends. And to hear her say that, you know, I just played dead so that way he wouldn't kill. Well, I said Vader, I meant Anakin. It's just.
Oh, technically, he was already named.
Yeah,
Vader
he was
at that
Vader.
point.
Yeah, he was Vader at that point, but
he just didn't have the suit because he wasn't.
Yeah, he didn't have the
yet.
suit. Yeah, but no, man. But no, do you guys think that there will be a season 2? I know that Hayden and Ewan, they said that they want to.
Well, Hayden's irrelevant to this whole thing. No, and that's not me hating on him. It's just.
Because he's in the
What
suit.
did they even bring him in for? The episode 5 cameo that he made? Like, what was the whole point of him even being in this show outside of that? So,
hey, well, when that mask,
he's not in the suit.
But when the mask got broken and you heard his voice, I was just like,
yeah, that was
cool. It's like you gotta think. It's like not that much time has passed, you know.
But he shouldn't be able to talk though. And I know now I'm nitpicking, so he shouldn't even have a voice. But you know. It is
on the damn respirator.
It is what
Should
it
be
is.
able to. Yeah, I mean, I'll be here for season 2, and I hope Mando makes a cameo too, just so I can hear the jingle. I need to hear it.
Honestly, to be honest with you guys, I'm good on the season 2. I think that, you know, for what this show was, it gave us everything that we wanted, and you know, just how it ended.
Short and sweet.
With Obi-Wan telling Leia, it's like, hey, if you ever need me, I'll be here.
And that would be a great punchline. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mic drop.
Oh yeah, I didn't even bring up. I liked how they ended it with the not ended it, but Kenobi doing the hello there.
Yeah, hello.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Yeah,
I like how they did that.
That Luke. Yeah, it was cool, man. And you know, sometimes you don't need a sequel. You know, I agree with what D is saying. It's just like, you know, just keep on expanding on the universe. Like, give us.
Yeah, we don't have to stay in this damn corner.
You know, I honestly, to be honest with you guys again, I would be cool on a Chewie series. You know,
Chewie.
Yeah, I'd be cool. I mean, just
a whole movie on him riding shotgun.
We need a Chewie series. We've already gotten Chewie in.
Hey, take
it easy. And 10 movies. 10 movies we've gotten this dude.
But like just to get a backstory, just to get a backstory on him, because you know the stuff happens after Order 66, and then we see him again in Solo. Like, you know, he's like, they got all of, you know.
Bro, read the books. You'll get a backstory. Read the books, bro. Pick up a book.
But let me so let's wrap this thing up. D, final thoughts and ratings for the entire series.
I would be happy either way. If they leave it where they left it, that's cool. But if they do choose to give another season to see what they can do with it, I mean, because Obi-Wan's got to be doing something else in this time. So I mean, they could easily say they want to do another season. I'm gonna give this season. I'm gonna give it either 8 out of 10. I loved it. I like what they did with it. It was a little ghetto at moments, you know what I'm saying?
This guy.
No, but really, good show. I recommend this to anybody. And I think it's a great update to piggyback off what Trav was saying about New Hope. But I think it's a great update to a classic, you know, in a way.
Absolutely.
It appeals well to children. Like, you know, if I was a kid, I'd be hyped to watch this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
Trav?
Yeah. Right off the bat, I'm gonna just say I give it a 9.5.
Whoa! I thought you didn't do 0.5, right? You know, I was waiting.
And I was
waiting on this moment.
There's one reason why I can't give it a perfect score, 10 out of 10, and that's because as badass as the Reva and Darth Vader fight was, the whole entire setup of her coming behind him to try and get him with a lightsaber, I was just like, you did not survive undercover for this long to be that much of a fucking idiot. You know, I really hated that.
Trav said the F word.
Because that's how much
everybody
I hated
gets one.
it.
Trav and you've been saving them.
Yeah, that's right. I've been saving it. I really hated that. Yeah, I really thought that ruined her intellect, in my opinion. They kind of really shit on her. And I was just not a fan of that. But, bro, when they went to take off in the ship, and Darth Vader hit it with the Force with ease, and then they took off in the other ship. I was like, bro, that was fire.
Yeah. Bro, like, it was crazy. It's just like she was all hyped up. They made her the Inquisitor, like the smile on her face, and it's like it was all the setup. He's just like, come on.
We did get family in this. You know what I mean? You had Han from Fast and the Furious.
He was in it.
He was probably my favorite Inquisitor. You know, so.
Yeah, good point.
But it's just that little bit, bro, that gives it the 9.5 out of 10. I just really didn't like that.
So for me, I give it a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Again, I felt like a kid watching it. I enjoyed every single episode. Episode 5, it was my favorite episode. You know, and then I just loved the fight at the end of the series. Like I love how it starts where Obi-Wan, like he's been a Jedi on the low. Well, he's not even a Jedi anymore, and because of the stuff with Leia, he comes back. And by the end of the series, I love it. Like when Darth Vader's just like, your powers have returned to you. I was just yeah, this was pretty dope. And you know, just seeing the stuff where you see Leia, she has on the white outfit and she has the holster on her outfit. And her mom was just like, I love it.
I like it. Yeah, bro.
I thought that was cool.
So fire.
And like Trav had said, where Obi-Wan went back and he saw Luke for the first time, he's like, hello there. I just thought it was really cool. And you know, like I said, 9 out of 10. So let us know in the comments what you thought about Obi-Wan.
Hey, we need more Vader.
And
dang, Vader's so sweet.
It was so good to see.
One other thing that I forgot to mention before we wrap this thing up is that I love the fact that we got to see Vader be who he is. Because I mean, like, even in the original trilogy movie, I feel like it's just like, yeah, Vader, like, he's a badass, but he's not really a badass. But in this, it's just like, yeah, Vader was a badass, man. He put this man Obi-Wan in the fire, and I was just like, yo.
It was
cool. And he's not even.
Yeah, go ahead, Trav. You first.
He's not even at his full potential, right, bro? They don't call him. They don't call him the Planet Killer for no reason. This man shows up on a planet and kills populations, bro. This is how nasty this man is.
But
I need to see that.
I think that Vader is another one too, who was kind of in the same boat. Well, Boba Fett was in the same boat as him, kind of like living off the name for years.
Yeah.
But it's like the payoff here was
way better.
Wait, come on, no comparison. So
because I feel like the last time we saw Vader have a badass moment was in Rogue One. When he came.
Oh yeah, that was sweet too. That was sweet too.
Can you imagine if you was one of those people in that?
Now Boba Fett should have been
how shook.
Similar.
They just reenacted that whole scene in Fortnite too.
Oh wow, yeah, man. But I definitely would be down for a Vader show. I love how it ended where he was talking to Darth Sidious, and then like that music started playing. He was sitting in the chair. Yeah, I'd be down for that. But so yeah, let us know in the comments what you thought about the series as a whole. Trav, let them know where they can find you at the social media land.
That's right. I'm on the Instagram at ZK Audio. I'm also on the Twitter at TRAVIOSCK. Follow me. Let's chat Star Wars, bro. I'm always down.
D? You can find me if you ever need me at rebellious_D23 at Instagram.com. And Banks, if they need another Jedi / hero in the galaxy, where can they find one?
Hey, you can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at @KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Again, thank you for watching this review. Make sure you check out some more reviews that we have here on the channel, along with interviews and reaction videos. Check out our podcast where we have brand new episodes every Tuesday. The link is down below in the description. And then we have videos of that episode up here on YouTube on Friday. So with that being said, keep that pinky up. Stay positive. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace. Thank you for watching a brand new episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure that you hit that like button and you subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content on our channel. Make sure you check out our podcast where we release new episodes every Tuesday and the video of that episode is uploaded on Friday. And you can find new episodes of our podcast on all podcast platforms. Make sure you follow all the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks social media accounts at Leveling Up Banks on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, we have a Patreon. If you're feeling generous and would love to donate to us, it's at Leveling Up Banks. And huge shout out to our patrons. We really appreciate you and thank you for the support. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.